Hi everybody and welcome back to AmandaMuse. So today I thought we would do a little video about reasons that I love living in Malaysia. A little while back I did a video about 5 things that I miss about Canada. If you haven't seen it, I will link it below. So I had some really great comments from my last video. Thank you so much. I was like overwhelmed with some love and I just love reading them and it's so fun. Anyways, sidebar. One of the first things that I love about living in Malaysia is that it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious, but it is summer all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here, this is all natural light. I threw on a dress just to jazz it up. This is what I do. I put on lipstick and a dress and I'm like, yeah. Anyway, okay, moving on. But it's beautiful and sunny and hot, and we all know what summer's like, and summer makes life easy, you know? It's really warm all the time. Now that has its perks, it has its cons, right? But I would suggest that it generally makes life really easy. You have just one wardrobe, a summer wardrobe. The babies, it's easy for them. I mean, sandals and shorts and t-shirts all the time. And it's lovely. Another reason we really enjoy living in Malaysia is that the cost of living is considerably low. So when you think about living in a city, the amount that you spend on your living, your apartment, your home, your food, whatever, your car. So here you can spend a lot and lead somewhat of a Western lifestyle. You can also not spend a lot and lead a wonderful lifestyle. But then also your groceries and doing your food shopping, it's pretty cheap, and there is quite a big variety. For any UK viewers, or maybe they have Tesco all over, I don't know, wherever you have Tesco, probably all over Europe. We have Tesco here as well. And Tesco, if for any North American viewers, is basically like a Walmart. You can get your food, you can also get some clothing. So it's really great. And they have a huge variety. And there's a few different types of grocery stores you can go to get the products that you need. If you want to lead a really cheap lifestyle, it's totally doable. I mean, you can go out to the stalls, these hawker stalls are called, where it's basically a fellow or lady, whatever, cooking up a meal, let's say some noodles or some rice or something, and it could cost you $1. So you can eat for really cheap and exist on very little cash. And another great thing about living here is your proximity to other amazingly beautiful places. So if you're not entirely good at geography and you're like, where the hell is Malaysia? Do you know where Thailand is? So think Thailand. We are on that same landmass. So you think to get to Phuket, for example, I mean, it's like a stone's throw away. You could just take a flight on Firefly for super cheap and get there. You're close to Vietnam, Cambodia, Southeast Asia, right? So it's quite lovely. And then you're really close to places like Australia. Now, I wouldn't say really close. It's still an 8-hour flight, or maybe 6 if you're going to Perth, or 4. Anyway, I haven't been there, so I don't know. But you're really close to a lot of beautiful places and a lot of really nice tropical style places. So think beach holidays, bikinis, sand, you name it, pina coladas, pad thai. Freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying? Family life is, of course, very important to me. And our family life here is really magical, to be perfectly honest. We go swimming on a daily. We go for walks in the jungle. We look at monkeys. We go for coconut drinks, coconut blended slushy type of drinks all the time. We go to indoor play areas. There's a lot of family things that you can do here, and the weather is super accommodating, so it's really easy to do stuff. I can't even fathom at this point in my life dealing with snowsuits and little people. How does that even work? There is a lot to gain in that sense, and it is really lovely and really easy, and it's really easy to do stuff like I was talking about before. So the cost of living is quite low. Going to restaurants is really nice because it's not terribly expensive. And another thing I should mention, does it kind of wrap into the family thing? Malaysia itself, I find personally to be very family oriented. People here just generally, they love babies. They come up to you smiling. If you're in a restaurant, they will gladly hold your baby while you're eating a meal, which I might add, I was not entirely comfortable with when Esme was small, but I'll tell you this now, if and when baby number 2 comes along and we're still living here and we go out to eat, they can hold the baby, no problem. They just love babies here. Kids are welcome everywhere. And that is something, of course, being this time in my life that I have kids, is awesome. And we really appreciate that. Just life, I should say, life itself is really quite nice here, because I know lots of people without children that enjoy their life equally as much. it's kind of like this big package, right? So if it's summer all the time, you know, think drinks on the patio, nice barbecues, people are generally in a really nice mood. The sun has a way of doing that to people in the warm weather. Granted, on the flip side, it can get a little hot. We can all get a little stinky from time to time and a little grump in the weather. But we're talking positive. We're talking reasons why we love Malaysia. You know what I'm saying? So an interesting thing about being an expat is that you tend to make friends really quickly because most people, I would say, are on contracts when they work abroad, anywhere between 2 to 3 years, maybe 5 if you're on a really long contract. And so when you do meet people, you tend to, like, if you click with them, you tend to make friends fast. Like, it's none of this, oh, it was nice to meet you, take care. Oh, no. You exchange numbers, you make a date, you make play dates, you get together with them like ASAP because you know that these people could potentially be leaving in the next 6 months, and if you like them and you want to be friends, you gotta get on that bandwagon fast. Now, I used to tell my husband that I would, like, basically be picking up women in Starbucks, because I would go to Starbucks, and if I saw someone like myself, a foreigner in Malaysia, maybe looking a little lonely because I had some lonely days, I'd basically just walk up to them and start talking to them and make friends. And it's like, hey, are you on Facebook? Let's be friends, blah, blah, blah. And you just start the ball rolling because you never know how long people are going to stay. So that's one thing. You make friends really, really fast. So you just get an opportunity to expose yourself to different cultures, and that, I think, is very beneficial to anybody. It helps you grow as a person, and I think it's going to be really neat for Esme as she grows up to make friends from different places. A really funny thing that happens to you when you leave your home country is you become extremely patriotic. Like, I am Canadian, and I identify myself as a Canadian, which I really don't think that I considered when I was in Canada. Like, obviously I was a Canadian, but you don't really look at it that way. Like, you don't start a conversation with, oh, where are you from? Like, no, it doesn't happen like that. Whereby, as an expat, that's like one of your first questions. Oh, I can't place your accent. Where are you from? It's just a really interesting life, and I love it. So I can't say that I've loved every step along the way. Like, I really struggled with moving here at first because it's so vastly different from what I was used to. And of course, there's struggles that you have when you do leave your home country. So far, I absolutely welcome and embrace my life and the people that I meet and the experience that I've had. And I'm really curious and excited to see how Esme does in this environment as she grows up. So those are just a few things that I'm loving about this place. And of course, as I sit here, I am like melting as we speak because it is bloody hot in this room and I had to turn off the air conditioning. So as usual, at some point I start fanning myself. Ooh, hot flashes. So thank you so much for watching, and if you happen to be a follower of mine on Facebook or on Instagram, then you might have got the message that I finally joined Twitter. So that's pretty exciting. I'm like, what the hell took me so long? Twitter is so addictive and fun. So if you are on Twitter, please add me at MuseAmanda and we can chat a little bit more. So that's exciting. Of course, I am probably like at least 12 hours time difference from you guys, so anyways, I'll answer your tweets as I get them. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe wherever you can subscribe to me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! It's a beautiful highlighter. I have a little bit of it on today with the blush, so I'm like shabam with the highlight. And then you get these two beautiful lip colors. This is mine, so this is like a used